At the Fulton Family YMCA, people walked in ready to check out the latest school boundary proposal. The district says this updated draft comes straight from community feedback gathered earlier this year. While it's not the final version, it's a major step forward for what could go to the school board later this fall.
Taken all the feedback from the previous rounds and put it all into one map. So now we're all sort of talking about the same things.
The changes aim to shorten students' commutes by just over a mile, which they did by 30% for students who will be impacted by the rezoning. It will also boost socioeconomic diversity by nearly 4%, cut down on split feeder patterns by 10%, and limit disruptions with only about 12.5% of students expected to be rezoned.
We can say, all right, the map looks great, but look, you missed this little road or you missed this one little area. So we're hopefully on this last phase, we'll be able to see some tweaks that we can make.
At the meeting, some thought the map still has room for improvement. One person who had feedback for the district to consider was Glenn Hurley.
It sounds like computers are drawing these maps, not people.
Glenn says his child will be directly impacted by the current school splits.
My daughter would be going to a high school without any of her friends. She wouldn't, she'd enter high school and wouldn't see any familiar faces.
District officials say the feedback they got from Glenn is what they're looking for to make further updates.
I think that's a good data point to look at. So based on what that person was saying, we're going to go and pull that data and say, okay, here's how many kids we're helping not be split up.
The final drafts of the maps are expected to be ready to present to the Board of Directors by August or September of this fall. The district has an interactive map online where families can see how the proposed changes might impact their child's next school. For more information, go to abc45.com. Reporting in Winston-Salem, Marcel Francis, ABC 45 News, standing up for you.